Hi everyone, my name's Terra Chambers. Currently reside in Muncie, Indiana. I'm originally from Boise, Idaho. I've lived in Indiana for about 3 years. I'll be 3 years this June. I'm about an hour north of Indy, so I'm always going into Indy. We go probably monthly now that things are starting to open up. During the last year it wasn't as much just because everything in Indianapolis was closed. Marion County had some of the strictest mandates. I've lived here for 3 years with my husband and my kids. I moved here to go to Ball State, but I ended up getting a better paying job and a promotion in my company, so I opted to do that instead. That's how I ended up at Liberty University. My husband and I have been together for 10 years. He's a disabled veteran, so the VA is actually paying for him to get his bachelor's degree at IUPUI, which is Indianapolis University, Purdue University, Indianapolis. He's getting a degree in history and a certificate in museum studies. We have 2 children. They have a 9-year-old daughter and a 6-year-old daughter. They're both very active. They do practices about 6 days a week with their competitive dance team and their competitive cheer team. We just ended cheer season. Our dance season officially competition-wise ended last weekend, but we have one more performance with our recital. Their new cheer season's already started and they'll be actually performing. They've got about a month to learn a routine, so it'll be pretty cool to see how well they do. Outside of that, they also in Girl Scouts. We do a lot of Girl Scout activities. Just finished cookie season a couple months ago. Thank God for that. That's a long weekend. There are many weekends where we were doing 12, 13-hour cookie sales on top of their dance competition, cheer competitions, and practices. So they're go-getters. I've got to give them credit for that. Outside of all that, we do a lot of traveling. We like to tie in family events and traveling with their competitions, because we do 6 cheer competitions out of the area and 2 to 4 dance competitions out of the area every year. So we tie in as much as we can. We go to zoos, aquariums, museums, historical sites, and then on our free weekends we do a lot of state park touring. We try to hit as many state parks as we do. I'm doing a challenge for, if you do 25 miles of hiking in a year, you get a free t-shirt or something. So we do a lot of that. Outside of that, I just do school. I'm on my 3rd master's. This degree will be my master's in social media management. Prior to that, I have a degree in sports marketing and media and in sports management. I'm hoping to move from the customer service, retail, call center type industry, which I've been in for 10 years, and get into the sports industry, preferably within a marketing, media, management type role. I do have an internship right now at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where I'm working in their what's called their safety patrol. So we're like the front line of everything we do: ticket sales, gate control, credential checks. We are the ones who help with emergency situations. So I'm going to be doing all that for the month of May, and then I'm hoping to continue through the summer and work at some of their other events while networking and trying to get into that industry. I would ultimately like to move towards North Carolina and not stay in Indianapolis area, just because I want to work within the NASCAR industry, but if I could get in at the track, I would be fine here too. For this course, this will be actually my first semester in this master's, but I should have it all done. I'm going to max out my credits. I should have it done in 2 semesters, so I should be done with this degree in December if all goes well. And then I'm going to be taking a year off of schooling, just working, trying to get just a break, because I've gone nonstop since October of 2018, and trying to get into the industry, get into my job, get into a career instead of a job, while I just take a break and decide what doctoral program I want to go into. And then I'm planning on going and getting at least 1, maybe 2 doctorates.